This project united everyone across the city. So no matter what department you're in, you were affected by this project. And so you were involved somehow in this project.
Nobody here had ever done this before. But everybody in the city, from the core team, from the executive staff, down to every single employee that uses it, that's impacted it, they just embraced it.
And it was really neat to see that the departments did come out during the trainings, and they got trained during that pre-time before we actually went live, so they actually understood the system, they utilized the system, and they actually were even saying, hey, this is going to work well for the system once we get it going.
I think on the payroll side, when the checks went out, that was a big win.
Yeah. That was huge. Yeah, it was the same thing with payroll and with HR, the whole HCM side. It was just 6 months separated.
It wasn't just one person lifting and doing it, but that was my most concern, is that it just wouldn't work.
There were so many challenges along the way. Like they said, we lost employees. We had a difficult time sometimes with our vendor. We practiced and put things into practice and processes into place, and then we thought we were good to go, but then they would fail, but we never gave up. We worked nights and weekends and holidays to make sure that we were able to go live.
I think it's just been a big learning process for everybody, and we're still learning as we go too, so it is nice to be appreciated for your hard work. But also we understand it's been a struggle throughout the city too, but in the long run it'll turn out a lot better than what we were doing before.
It's such a joy and pleasure working with everyone. It was a team effort. Like, we could have not made it without the help of everyone on the team.
And it's still bumpy right now, but I think, given time, if employees just have patience and understanding with us in the long run, this is a huge win for the city.
My name is Derrick Fok. I'm with the Fairfield Police Department. Our job is to kind of facilitate the quarterly trainings or the yearly trainings that are required by post. So that includes everything from firearms to defensive tactics to driving, medical aid, all the different components of the job that we encounter. Some of the challenges that we have are just the day-to-day upkeep of the training facility and getting it prepared for all the agencies that come. One of the most rewarding parts of our job is to see new officers succeed and do well through the field training program, and then they are released onto their own to be officers in the city of Fairfield. The field training program entails a 3-week in-house training where we kind of get them all spun up on all the different facets of the Fairfield Police Department. Then they go on a ride-along, essentially, with a senior officer to just kind of see what a police officer does on a day-to-day here in Fairfield. And then typically it's a 3-month process where they go with a different trainer for 1 month at a time, and they learn all the different facets of being a police officer here in Fairfield. Training makes officers better, right? If we're better educated, we understand the laws, we understand the case laws. It makes us safer. It tells us what we can and cannot do, and it helps us to understand what the community expects from us. And this isn't a me award, this is a team award. I couldn't have gotten this award without the team and all the instructors in the police department working collaboratively to have a successful year. We were just coming out of COVID and trying to get caught up on all our trainings we had done. We had more training cycles than we had ever had in a year. So it was really a team effort that everybody worked together to get the officers well educated and well trained so they're better officers out on the streets.
I am Meily Sheehan, and I work for the Community Development Department. I am currently the Interim Planning Division Manager, but I am usually the Principal Planner. I work with and oversee the Planning Division in terms of long-range development and short or entitlement development, if you will. A lot of the long-range planning we do will be set in stone for several years. And so a big part of that is engaging the community and getting feedback and really understanding where the city needs to be in that future. And so thankfully we have an amazing team that we work with, but I would say, working with the public and being able to provide the vision that they need is one of the most challenging things of our department. For me, being a planner, what I really enjoy is our impact on the built environment. When you're driving down the street and you can see like, oh, I was part of that project, I was part of that improvement to the city. And then being able to help those stakeholders, whether it's the resident that lives there now or the property owner that was hoping to clean something up or the business that was looking for a new place to be. With this particular award, knowing that, you know, some of my colleagues had a play in it, I just really appreciate it. I'm very humbled by it, and I, like I said, a little awkward about it, but I'm grateful to receive it.